Hey, hope everyone's doing well. Topian here. Alright, we're going to be going over pricing and the margins that we're actually going to make on products. So, how to price items, what margin you're going to be make, and how to understand if it's even going to be worth your time to buy and source these products. Okay, now we're going to get straight into it. So, first thing, let's say you had a pair of Meta Ray-Bans sunglasses. I'm just using this as an example, so don't worry about it. It's literally just an example. Now, say you have somehow found a way to get these for $200, and they are a Gen 1 Wayfarer Ray-Ban Meta glasses, Gen 1. Okay, so you go onto eBay, you categorize it to Australian only in use condition. Okay. Now, as you can see, these are the results that come up. So you've got a few here to look through. You've got $400, you've got $350, you've got $300, you've got all these other ones that aren't even Ray-Bans Meta, they're just randoms. You've got $900 here even, that's a limited edition one, okay? So what we're going to do first of all is we're going to see these results, okay? So what makes me price it at a certain point? What I would do is I would go through all of the competition. So we got 300, 350, 400. 400. Now we look through it, okay? 400, good condition, has the box. And it has some accessories, some sunglasses, hot. 350, 7 watches, good condition with the box. Okay? 350. 300, 1 watcher in 1 cart, good condition, all there. Okay, so I go out of all these. So pretty much we have 3 results showing different prices. You got 350, 300 plus post, and 400. So you want to understand how you can turn this product over. Now, when it comes to pricing an item, you need to understand what kind of business model you want to be working with. Do you want to be turning over products as quickly as possible, or do you want to wait on products and get the most money out of them? This will depend, for me personally, on how niche an item is, what condition mine's in. I personally, it doesn't bother me what I pay. If I can't turn it over and make a profit, I won't buy it. That's as simple as it is. If I can't sell it at one of the cheapest on the market, turn it over and profit from it, I will not buy it. I won't hold out and pay up to get a higher price listing because it's going to sit longer. It's going to take longer to turn over. You have no cash flow in the business. You want to be able to get these products for cheaper, list them competitively in regards to the market, and sell through them. So what else we will do is we'll go to the sold listings to see what they've actually been selling for in the same condition and the same item. Okay, so now we can see these are not Meta. We had 350, one sold on the 1st of February, 2 days ago for 350, free shipping. One sold for 420 in a different lens, a brown lens. We had one sell for 300 plus post. We had one sell for 280, one sell for 320. Okay, so now, in relation to what's currently sold versus currently listed, the cheapest current one is at 300 plus post. I would list mine at, with the box, if it had the box in the photos and it was in good condition, I would list mine at $290 plus $10 shipping. This now meaning mine is the cheapest listing on eBay, best condition. I make mine the clearest photos, so it was, why would anyone else choose to buy the competitors over mine? They just simply wouldn't. You make the title better, so it gets more, it ranks higher in the listings. You add more attributes and item specifics to your listing, so as it ranks higher. Clearer photos, better description, better title, overall better listing and better service. This meaning is competitively priced as the lowest in the best condition. You're not listing it at $400 hoping some random is going to just buy yours. Why would someone buy yours for $400 when they can get the same condition for $300? They're simply not going to. Now, I'm not saying you couldn't price it at $350 and hold out for it to sell. It may eventually sell. But if you want to turn over products, you want to be, I would say, roughly 10% lower than the current lowest market price in the same condition. If this was in poor condition with scratches all over the lens at 300, you could price it at 320. This meaning you're lower than the same condition, and it will still sell quicker because people will see that listing, realize the lenses are scratched, and click out of it. Go to yours, see it's in better condition for a tiny fraction more expensive, and they would rather buy yours. So it's about competitively pricing your listings in accordance to condition and in accordance to market price and in accordance to what has actually sold for that. Now, obviously this seems like it will take a long time, but once you're actually knowledgeable on how to look up these listings, it shouldn't take any more than a minute. You can quickly go through them all, see what the lowest current market price is in the same condition, understand what you're paying, what it could sell for, what it will sell for, and buy it or leave it. Now, another thing to do is, obviously, if you were to sell it at $290, you are going to pay eBay fees. So something I will do is, I'll see that at that I'm going to sell now. So I'll be like, 300 plus posts, I sell mine 290 plus posts, I get 270 after fees roughly. Because it's around 10 to 15% eBay fees. So then I would think to myself, okay, if I can get this at 150 to 200, I'm making $70 to 50 plus 70, $130 profit. Easy, simple, done. You need to try and get your knowledge and skill set to this point where you can make quick deals happen, take quick initiative, and buy the correct items at the right price. This is what most eBay sales are missing. On top of this, they don't understand if it's even selling. They don't even check the current sold versus current listed. If an item, you scroll down and there is no solds for 350 or no solds at all, it's not something you're going to be looking for unless it's a very niche, rare item. Now, because this literally sold 2 days ago, this shows this item is very high in demand and it sold for 350. So you pricing it at 290 plus post, it's going to sell extremely quickly. Again, you could hold out for slightly more, but are we in the business of storing items and trying to get as much out of them? No, we're not. We're in the business of making money and we're resellers. We're here to turn over products and turn over our capital and reinvest it into the next item. It's a much better business model to turn over products and buy the next thing versus trying to make $10. That's personally how I view it, and it's personally what's helped me scale. Selling competitively, ranking higher in listings, and selling through my items to reinvest the capital versus holding out and trying to get 350 when the market's telling you there's one listed for 300. Now, in regards to eBay fees, there is actually an eBay fee calculator. You could do this for all countries. I've set mine to Australia because it's obviously where I'm from. So how I told you that it's going to sell for 290 and you get 270 after fees, if you're inexperienced in this and you need to understand what type of profit margin you'll be making, you can use the fee calculator. It's on, I think it's on iPhone as well. So you simply just type it in like this, 270, shipping you charge is 10, shipping costs you 10. How much you pay for the item? Say you paid 200. Scroll down. eBay fees are $37. If you had a store, I have a basic store. So you'll make $40 profit buying it at 200 and selling it for 290. You'll make $55 profit. So your profit will be $55 buying it at 200. Say you got it for 150, you'll be making $105 profit, okay? So you can utilize this fee calculator. Again, I'm obviously not sponsored by this, but you can utilize this. It's actually it's a very good tool, especially if you can't calculate it off the top of your head. But for reference, say it's 270, just think to yourself, so 290 is nearly 300. It's about 15%, $35, just round it up to 15%. So 290 is roughly like 35, 255, like 255, 260. So you need to understand that when you're buying an item. Now, something else I've come to realize is you would rather be making $60 profit on this than buying something for $5 to make $5. It's the same amount of work. You're making $60 on this. Again, a lot of people are going to say, that's a lot of money to outlay for one item. That's why you need to build up your capital and turn over your products so you can build up your capital for your business. If you're out here spending $5 and spending your whole day making $1 profit per item, you're only going to end up making a few dollars versus you can make 60 on one item. That's one item. Imagine you got 5 of them a day, $300. That's someone's daily pay, and you're making it with freedom, choice to work whenever you want, and you're just selling items. That's the potential that's out here. And $300 is bare minimum. You could scale this to 1,000 a day, 3,000 a day. The sky's the limit if you have systems in place. But you need to understand how to price items to turn them over. Okay. So I hope this has helped some of y'all in terms of pricing guides and how I go about pricing my items. Something else, as I said, about condition to take into account is if it is an obscure item, you can price it higher and wait out for it. If it's in better condition than other items currently listed and it's obscure, you can price it higher than the market or within the range of the market, being here, we'll say $299 scratch lenses, $350 good condition, $320 to $330 in good condition. Yours will sell quicker. But if the market is in the same condition telling you $299, you want to at least price it at $290 to $280. I'd personally just do $290 plus post because these Ray-Bans would have a very good sell-through rate, which you can tell as they sold 2 days ago. So take all that into account, utilize the calculator or your own brain. And yeah, that's how I go about turning over products. Hopefully this has helped some of you guys. Any questions, just drop a message. Thanks.